If you're like most people, you've probably wondered if there's anything you should be doing differently in order to get richer. Are there hidden secrets that you need to know if you intend to find yourself in a better financial situation than at the present? The answer is yes. There are a couple of things you should be doing differently, and in this video, I shall share the top 5 things poor people do that the rich guys don't. Number 5. Poor people save, rich people invest. This is a secret not many people understand, and as a result, their finances are often the worse for it. Many people think that having savings is the way to escape poverty, and so they focus on piling all their money in bank. While saving is better than squandering money away, it will not make you rich, only less poor. And there is always inflation to worry about, which means that your saved money depreciates in value over time. To be truly rich, you have got to make money work for you instead of working for it, especially if your income isn't very large to start with. You cannot save your way to wealth. Rich people, unlike poor people, understand this, and so they wisely invest their money, which means that money brings in more money, and that new money brings in even more money. This multiplier effect means that they get even richer and richer without having to work for it. Number 4. Poor people don't take enough responsibility. Rich people take responsibility. Being rich or poor can sometimes be down to a matter of attitude. Poor people tend to blame their problems entirely on something else to avoid taking responsibility. The problem is, if you don't take responsibility, you won't get around to fixing your problems, and no one else will either. If you don't fix your problem, you become even poorer. It is a vicious cycle. Rich people, on the other hand, take responsibility and try to fix things that affect them negatively. This difference in attitude means they are more likely to fix their problems, and it stops hindering them from getting even richer. Being able to take responsibility is absolutely necessary if you're going to be rich, since even if money grew on trees, someone has to take the responsibility to go around and pluck it. Number 3. Poor people don't have a long-term focus. Rich people plan for the long term. A habit common to poor people is that they are content living life as it comes, day by day. They hardly have clearly defined long-term goals, even on the rare occasion that they do. They don't have a clear plan for getting there. This makes their goals little more than fantasies and just as useful, which is to say, not very useful. Rich people, on the other hand, have a clear long-term goal with feasible plans that they stick to. Look at how Mark Zuckerberg built Facebook from the ground up, and you can tell he was working by a clear blueprint and knew just what he wanted and how to get it, then went and got it. Number 2. Poor people are not big on self-development. Rich people are. Poor people do not often see the need to be better than they already are. Rich people, on the other hand, are on the lookout for how to become even better. They do a lot of reading, while poor people content themselves with watching TV. The implication is that when opportunities arise, people who have developed themselves are in a better position to not only recognize it, but also to take advantage of it. Number 1. Poor people are afraid of risks. Rich people take calculated risks. Many poor people are poor because they are afraid of taking risks that might pay off for them. While being cautious is a good thing at times, never taking risks almost always means that you're never going to grow. On the other hand, wisely taking calculated risks may pay off way more times than not, and is necessary for growth. For instance, if you don't take the calculated risks of investing on feasible options, how is your money supposed to grow? Rich people know this. Poor people don't. Are there any more things you know that poor people do that rich avoid doing? Do let us know in the comments. Also, don't forget to show some love by liking this video and subscribing.